Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
For that arrogance, I shall see you dead.
Yeah. All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right, shop smart. Shop S-Mart. You got that? Now I swear, the next one of you primates even touches me.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh my God, it is hot out here. Hey, Cory, chainsaw's over there for the tree. Yeah,
I never fucking used a chainsaw before, but I guess
come on, man. You've seen enough movies. You can help me cut down this tree. All right. We got to get this lawn work out of the way so we can go back and record the episode.
All right. All right. Oh shit, man! You think you'd pick up all these rocks instead of, you know?
Will you be careful with that thing? You're swinging it around like an idiot.
All right.
Whoa! Be careful of that thing.
What's that over there? Oh, I forgot I left that there. Whoa! Oh, I just dropped the book.
What did I just run over? God, what was that? That wasn't a rabbit, was it? Please tell me it wasn't a rabbit.
I remember when we went to the cabin and you were on drugs, and then the book, and I did your drugs, and we got that book.
Why are you shouting? Just turn off the chainsaw.
I don't know how to turn it off. It's the Necronomicon, I think.
Why did you bring the Necronomicon here?
I just saw it, and I tripped over the fucking shoes over here.
We're doing yard work so we can get back to podcasting. Why are you bringing Necronomicon into the backyard?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I forgot I threw it in your backyard.
We have to get back to podcasting, and we have to get this yard work done before we can. I don't know why you're fucking around with this. I mean, you remember the last time we played around with the Necronomicon? How many times did it burnt us? You know what? I'm getting rid of this book.
Burn me.
Yeah, well, it fucking screwed everything up. Okay, I was right by a tree last time. Okay, you know what? I'm getting rid of the Necronomicon for good and all. This is it. This is done.
I don't think you can read a book like that. What?
Just watch me.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that?
I think it's a...
Oh my God, is
looks
that
like a black hole or a portal or something?
Yeah, I didn't open the book. I tried to what the hell?
Should we go in it?
We should not go into the portal, Cory. No, never go into a secret portal from the Necronomicon.
I think it's pulling us in.
No. Hold on to this chain. Hold on to the...
I still got the chainsaw.
No.
Oh, my fucking... Oh, my leg!
Get this chain, or get this lawnmower off me. What the hell?
What is over there?
God, where are we? We went to the portal. Why do we do this? What is that?
Sounds like swords clanking to me.
Oh my God.
What's over there?
You sucked us into a war, Cory. You sucked us into a medieval war.
Who goes over there? Who are you? We're fighting a war! Get into the fire, go!
Come here, Frenchmen! Help us out! Fight the Deadites!
What are your futuristic weapons you're holding there? Who are you?
Oh God, we've been sucked into the medieval times, Cory. They're fighting fucking skeletons. Come on, why'd you have to bring the Necronomicon out? Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you look, some kind of like wizard or something like that.
No, the wizard's over there.
All right, get out of my face.
Are you the chosen ones?
No, we're not the...
Who are you? What are those things you're holding?
We're lawn workers from the year 2025.
We're not lawn workers. Okay, we were doing lawn work. We are Semetary creeps.
That's right. We have a podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it.
What's going on? An army of the dead is fighting us, and we need help. You must be the chosen ones written in the Necronomicon.
Again with the Necronomicon. Oh.
Hey, they're just skeletons, man. You got a lawnmower. I got a chainsaw. Let's help these guys out. If we guys help you guys fight, can you help us get us back to our time? I believe so.
That seems fair, doesn't it? Yeah, fine.
We're the chosen ones. You heard it, Nate. Let's do some
I
fighting.
don't want to be chosen anymore.
Let's do some fighting.
Watch out! One coming right at you, Cory. Oh.
Okay, that was easy. That was a skeleton. Okay. Oh, my fucking chain's already off.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you hit a sword with a chainsaw. It doesn't work.
I haven't even hit a tree with a chainsaw before. How the fuck was I supposed to know?
God, hold on. Let me fire up this lawnmower. You've seen Dead Alive, right? This should work.
Braindead. Oh, you're spilling gas all over yourself, Nate. What the fuck is...
mouth! It's in my mouth. Screw this.
Oh, no, man, you fucking... Oh, you hit the bone. The bone just stabbed me in the stomach.
Oh my God!
Oh, fuck.
You shot bone pieces into my chest! Oh God, I'm dying! I'm dying!
All right, let me take my overly heavy sword. Nate, you can't even lift that fucking lawnmower.
I'm covered in gasoline, Cory. What the hell, man? You can't just tip a lawnmower on its side.
Oh, shit! I just flicked a cigarette. Your leg's on fire. Your leg's on fire. Here, let me help you out. Oh, I just fucking stabbed myself in the leg with this 50-pound fucking chainsaw. It looks like we're gonna have to fight this guy's old school.
Old school? My legs are burnt.
Nate, light some of them on fire with your leg. Bones don't really burn, do they?
It's not doing anything, Cory. It's not doing anything.
Looks like you're humping them.
My skin is now 3rd-degree burns. Oh, God. The flames are spreading up my body.
What are you doing? Your weapons were no use to the dead.
Yeah, I know. Our weapons just injured ourselves more than they've injured anyone else.
We've never used these as weapons. We were landscaping.
Spent 5 minutes putting my legs out.
You got a sword? What kind of idiots are you, savage, hairy creeps?
Savage horror creeps, I'll have you know. And look, you know what? If you don't send us back to our time, we're just gonna keep fucking up your castle.
Stand back. We'll win the war without you, and we'll get you away from our bloody place. You've set our castle on fire. You've destroyed us. You've wounded us. You're not killing any skeletons.
Yeah, we tried to tell you, we're not chosen ones.
What, are you part of the Deadite army?
If we say yes, will you send us back?
We don't want your help.
Yeah, there's only like 8 of you left, and I'm pretty sure...
Drink this water, say the words, and you shall return to your time.
Deal?
All right.
All right, goodbye.
I could have been king here, though, you know, Nate.
You can still stay here, Cory, but I'm going back to finish the lawn work. We have an episode to record later, too.
Groovy. All right, episode 62, Horror of 1992, Savage Horror Creeps podcast. I am Cory, the King Cory in 2026.
I'm just the lowly peasant from the medieval times, Nate.
Can't even work a fucking lawnmower.
Hey, who would have known that if you tip it on its side, it pours gas all over your chest?
I knew
and
that.
legs?
I would have known that.
Well, okay. Didn't happen in the movies
that.
we saw.
Anyways, 1992 was a pretty cool year. I had a lot of fun. I think that this is definitely one of our better 90s years that we've done so far. I got a top 8 that I was very proud of, and I know that you liked at least 8 of yours. We put them together. We should have a decent list without too much shit talking. 90s were bomb, man. The 90s were bomb.
Yeah, no, they really were.
And this is right after the 80s, so some of these 80s projects that are still working in the 90s are here. So
exactly, that's exactly what I was going to say. Is like
I think 1992
it didn't get into that like teen horror yet. You know what I mean? That comes in the late 90s.
Was gutsy, funny, lighthearted, gory, imaginative, and packed with quality, but also took risks. You've got some B movies that ended up being cult classics, and you've got some big time directors making some classic tales to perfection. So, yeah, I'm excited to get into that list. But before we do that, news.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Oh, okay.
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but 2 things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
Oh, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
First in news, which have you heard about this PG-13 horror movie entitled Good Boy?
No, I haven't.
So this is a first person of a dog who had an evil owner. I don't know if he was a murderer or a killer, but he dies, and his dog like follows him into hell. Let me read the overview here.
What the heck?
A man moves into a new home that has supernatural forces lurking in the shadows. As dark entities start to threaten him, his brave dog comes to his rescue. So it's basically a point of view from the view of a little dog. And it's coming out soon, and I didn't know anything about this. Apparently they made it a while ago.
So someone took the idea of Hills Have Eyes 2, that part, and then just made it into a full-length feature?
Yeah.
Interesting.
A loyal dog moves into a rural family home with his owner Todd, only to discover supernatural forces lurking in the shadows.
Oh,
and it's like Homeward Bound, but like horror movie. There's trailers out. I don't think that there is a release date yet, but pretty 95% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
And
well,
theaters in October. October 3rd.
Just when you think we've seen it all, apparently we haven't. We haven't seen it through the dog's eyes for an entire film.
So it might even be good. Other rumors, I don't know, you've heard about how Robert Eggers is going to, or Edgar Wright Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
director.
he's doing the Running Man.
Well,
That's
he's
coming
doing
up.
the Running Man, and then apparently he's working on Barbarella with Sydney Sweeney as Barbarella.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yep.
they're saying that
Is that
now-
confirmed or is that just a rumor?
I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. But this is a rumor that they are in talks with Sydney Sweeney about her playing Elvira.
Oh.
Even though Cassandra Peterson's alive.
Do I like this? I'm not sure.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Sydney Sweeney in the costume, but not to take over my favorite female actor of all time, Cassandra Peterson, who doesn't really act that much, but more just as a person. And Mistress of the Dark was a good movie, and I'm not saying that they couldn't do it better.
Yeah, no, it was a great movie. It does seem weird that Cassandra Peterson's still alive, and I'll be honest, still pretty good looking in that Elvira outfit when she does put it on. I know her day, her glory days are behind her, at this point because she's in her 70s, I believe. So I don't know how much she wants to keep playing Elvira. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. But Sydney Sweeney.
There's no confirmed relationship or project linking Sydney Sweeney to Elvira.
Okay.
Some online commentary discusses the idea of Sydney Sweeney as a successor due to her shared physical traits. But fans generally believe the
You mean
iconic
the
role
boobs.
cannot be replaced. Sweeney's work and Peterson's status as the Mistress of the Dark are separate. Although Sydney has appeared in projects like The Handmaid's Tale. Okay. So it is all speculation. I think somebody, yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff here. Where
Somebody
it says,
looked at her and
I'd portray the new iconic.
And not to be crass, but so somebody just looked at her boobs and said she'd be a great Elvira, pretty much. I mean,
she has
that's
boobs.
yeah, she does.
She has boobs. But a lot of people have boobs. Is there
That's
anybody that
very
you'd
true.
want to? I mean, if Cassandra Peterson dies, and God hopes that it never happens,
Yeah,
but if it does, and then we wait 15 years, it's okay to find somebody else with boobs?
I think you can find yeah, I'd say so.
Or you could do a movie about Cassandra Peterson getting old and then have a young version of her player, but Cassandra Peterson still being...
Yeah, I
don't know.
It is kind of weird, right? Because she's still out there. She's still going to horror cons. We just saw a Elvira special on Shudder within the last 5 years, right?
That was over 5 years ago, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
It feels recent anyway.
Maybe 2017 earliest, but
But
either way. But yeah, she's still... I mean, she's in Rob Zombie movies. She's still doing great. She's doing conventions.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not out of the public eye yet. You know what I mean?
But what did you? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not saying I wouldn't like seeing more Elvira content because I didn't think Elvira made enough Elvira content.
Well, like you
as far
said,
as
though,
films and stuff.
if she dies and then,
And then we
15
wait
years and then we wait
10,
for a while,
15
well, then,
years.
that's a different
That's
story.
another thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Sydney Sweeney would be the right one too. If she gets to be Barbarella, she doesn't get to be.
Yeah, that's kind of
She
crazy.
doesn't get to be both.
Yeah.
She doesn't get to be both.
Well, so far it's just speculation, but I could totally see her doing that, though.
All right. Well, Halloween, the game. What do we know about it so far?
I did see
We
this.
know that it's made by
Gun Media.
the people that made Friday the 13th. We know that it is a story mode, so you're a character probably trying to survive.
I think it's going to be very similar to the Friday the 13th
You're a babysitter,
franchise.
or are you going to be Michael Myers?
So it's what I saw is that it's both solo and multiplayer, and multiplayer is going to be a lot like that Friday the 13th game where there's a bunch of babysitters and Michael Myers is stalking you, or you can play it by yourself, either as a babysitter and have Michael Myers stalk you, or you could play as Michael Myers and stalk babysitters by yourself. So that's kind of new. They didn't have that in the Friday the 13th games. But did you ever play the Friday the 13th game?
I own it and never played it.
Yeah, it was really
I don't
fun.
really play video games.
Yeah, I know. I don't really have a lot of time for them either, but it was really fun. It was, trying to elude Jason, and then each camp counselor had different attributes to help you beat Jason. I'm sure this is going to be the exact same thing, but it takes place in Haddonfield. You get to play as Michael Myers stalking the streets, and going through their houses. I mean, it could be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
And those guys did a great job with the Friday the 13th one, so I'm excited for this. This might be one that I actually pick up and play.
All right. Well, do you know who Terrence Stamp is?
Yes, British actor.
Passed away. He's from Star Wars, Last Night in Soho. He was in Company of Wolves. He was in Haunted Mansion. He was in a few Tim Burton
He was a
movies.
main bad guy in the Superman 2 from Christopher Reeve's days. He was also in this British crime movie that's really good called The Limey.
Who was he in Superman? He was
in Superman 2
he played himself
in the 80s. No, he did not play himself. I'm Terrence Stamp.
Yeah,
Fear me.
Yeah, he was in a lot of this. He was in all the Supermans, wasn't he?
No, I thought he was just in Superman 2 because he was the bad guy.
Right.
But that was from 1980.
General Zod. He was Zod.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So that's cool. Well, he passed away.
Maybe, yeah.
He was Zod. But
yeah, he was Zod. Wow, crazy.
you want
Yeah.
to do a gun salute, or should we be quiet, or what?
Do you want me to shoot him?
Don't shoot it in the air.
Oh, well, too late now. But it is confirmed that Terrence Stamp has passed. Yes. Definitely. One more time. There we go. He's definitely dead. Yeah, no, he was in a lot of films. I don't know, with the newer generation. I don't know if people are too familiar with Terrence Stamp, but he was a very prestigious actor, and that is unfortunate. So,
Yeah.
is that all the news?
That's all I got for news. What have you been watching lately?
Oh, well, I think we both saw the third episode of Alien Earth.
What did you think of it?
I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it right now.
I think that the third episode was the worst of them all.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Not any xenomorph action, just some xenomorph corpse.
Well, there was a xenomorph battle,
Yeah.
kind of.
I mean, I guess the middle episodes are going to be kind of filler. I think that the second episode was the best. I think the introduction episode was a lot of information, but it wasn't bad. I think that it's going to end good. I'm gonna continue to watch it week by week as it comes out.
There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of story, and I've told you this on the last episode. I think that this is gonna hurt a little bit. Watching it week to week like I'm doing.
Yeah, you said you weren't going to do it.
I know, but then I got nothing else better to watch.
Yeah.
Until he told me about the new Always Sunny, and now I'm going to go back to that.
And there's the new South Parks that are bi-weekly. You got to wait 2 weeks. For
Yeah,
those.
I have been watching those.
I did go to the movie theater for Fathom Events had 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe the most important film from my childhood ever, to watch Raphael scream damn, Casey Jones hit on that total babe of April O'Neil.
Oh yeah, she was a good-looking lady.
Movie's pretty dark. Seen it in the theater with my kiddo.
What'd she think of it?
Well, she's seen it before. She likes number 2 better than number 1 because number 1's so serious, but it's such a great movie, man. She likes it. She gave it 4 stars. I gave it 5 stars and a like. Still one of my 20 favorite movies of all time. I could watch that movie over and over and over and over again, and I just think it's so great with Cory Feldman fucking voicing Donatello.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that he was
I never paid attention to who voices them. Yeah. Oh, I had no
there's
idea.
another bigger actor that voices too. They don't get in the suit or anything, but they're just the voices of the silly guys. And then I know this still is also superhero Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Peacemaker, we're recording this episode a little early, but Peacemaker season 2 premieres tonight. And since I love James Gunn,
Are you sure about Cory Feldman doing that?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, absolutely. So I caught up and I watched Peacemaker season 1, and I forgot 2 years ago they made that film. That's a great film, and I am super excited to see what James Gunn does now after his Superman fame and his full control over DC Studios, and super excited about that. And that's all I've really been watching because it's only been a week. After this episode, me and Nate are heading to the movie theater. Not the good one, not the second best one, not the third best one, but we're going to the worst movie theater in town to see Jimmy and the Stigs.
Yeah, Jimmy and Stigs is,
which is, from what I understand, it's about
aliens?
Two stoner drug addicts who get in a fist fight with aliens.
Yes, but I've heard it's all practical effects.
Yeah,
it's going to be very colorful. It's going to be very bloody, and seems
Eli
like,
Roth puts a stamp on it.
Yeah, well, this is his first film from his new private studio that he's releasing his own movies from. Because he kind of said, "Fuck Hollywood. I'm so sick of playing by the studio."
Or did Hollywood say "fuck you"?
No, I think he was still there, but like he was sick of trying to make movies, and then, well, that didn't help either. Yeah, I'm sure that didn't help. But he was trying to make movies, and there was studio influence all the time. So he just said, "Fuck it, I'm distributing my own movies from now on." And this is the first one under his own production studio. So I think that's really cool.
That'll be exciting.
I hope that teaches the studios a lesson. Like, hey, we don't need you, so maybe you should actually let people be creative and make their own movies, and not have to put so much fucking Marvel and product placement and all this other stuff.
Or maybe Borderlands did so bad he can't get funded.
Well, I don't think they fought too hard to keep him because of that. Yeah, they were just like, "Oh no, you're gonna go? Oh no, Eli, come back." Come back.
But yeah, so that's what we've been watching. And then let's get into mail.
We have no mail. Yeah, like I said, we did a quick turnaround on this episode, so it was...
We don't need to apologize.
You don't need to apologize.
But if you do want to get into us or get a hold of us, let us know. You can hit us up at savagehorrorcreeps@gmail.com. Or you can hit up our Instagram, Savage Horror Creeps Podcast. And that's pretty much the best ways to do it. We have a Facebook, but I don't know if we checked it. But now that you mention it, we actually did get a letter.
We did?
Yeah.
Well, then hold on.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her pancreas.
Where are you going? Fucking trying to eat here.
Etc. What do we got?
We have a Instagram letter.
Oh, the Instagram.
From Temptress of the Shadows. I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? Oh, you have me excited. Yeah, you have me excited.
Carrie sent us a letter.
Oh, Mr. Carrie, sure.
Sent us a link of a guy reviewing Velocipaster.
Yes, I'm familiar with this movie. I've not seen it.
And she asked, "Have you seen this movie? I will be watching it if I can find it, but would 100% love to hear our take on it." And I replied, yeah, it's definitely out there. I'm pretty sure it's on Prime, Fossum, Tubi,
I think
Pluto.
It's everywhere.
Just every free site. And there is also a sequel to it. And then I put it on my watch list, and then I never watched it, Carrie. But I'll tell you what, it reminds me so much of Sharknado.
Mm-hmm.
What a great idea to make a dinosaur a pastor and give it zero money and send it straight to B-movie hell. But
I thought you were being serious for a second there, and here we are. Yeah. Okay.
I will watch this movie for you. I'll pop it in, and we got a little bit of downtime coming up here in the next little bit. So I'll pop that in, maybe even the sequel, and I will give you a good review.
So we have some homework.
You didn't watch it do you remember when it came out?
Yeah, it came out a while ago.
And it caught your eye, or it didn't?
It caught my eye as in like, it's another Sharknado type movie. Yeah, but I didn't watch it. Yeah. No, I never watched it. I did have a friend years ago when it first came out send me it, though, too. Kind of like that. And was just like, you
aware of this?
Yeah, you aware of this? Have you seen this movie? And it was, no.
I remember when it came out, and I was a little bit interested in a while, and then I just didn't do it.
Well, you know what? We have some of the best fans in the world, and so...
and I'll watch it for you.
Yeah, let's watch it for Carrie.
We just got this message.
So what would that be? Episode 63, we will review Velocipaster, the much excited review of Velocipaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You know how people say, "You're okay in my book," or "in my book, that's no good." Well, I actually have a book. And everybody I ever meet goes in this book. And now I've met you, and you're going in the book. Except, I'm afraid I must file you under chicken shit.
All right, the year of 1992. Where were we, Cory? Well, Bill Clinton was elected president, and before that, George H.W. Bush and Boris Yeltsin formally declared that the Cold War is over before he leaves office. And then one of the most notable things in, I guess, not pop culture, but in timely culture was the Rodney King riots. That was where Rodney King was actually filmed being assaulted by a bunch of police officers, and basically all of LA blew up into massive riots for that injustice, especially when the police were cleared of any wrongdoing when they savagely beat Rodney King. So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff. And then also the last thing of note is that we did our final U.S. nuclear test. We haven't tested any more nuclear bombs anymore after that. So thank God.
All right. Well, as far as deaths in 1992, Melissa Stribbing, an actress from the horror of Dracula 1958, dies.
Okay. Not too familiar with her.
But you've seen the horror of Dracula, right?
I have, yes. Yeah, that's one of the best Hammer horror films.
Yeah. The John Anderson, the second unit director and assistant director in Psycho, dies.
Oh.
I wasn't aware of him, but he did die. And the writer of Tourist Trap, Chuck Connors, was born in Brooklyn, New York, and died. And Chuck Connors, and then also big news: Anthony Perkins, the actor in Psycho, died. So yeah, the assistant director and Anthony Perkins went in the same year, and we have Osgood, but it's no Anthony, right?
It is no Anthony, but yeah, that's a monumental guy that died. So, yeah, all right. Well, 1992, as always for first-time listeners, we submit our lists to each other of the top 10 films with some honorable mentions, and Cory puts it in his fancy super-duper calculator and puts numbers to it to make our combined Savage Top 10. So we always have some honorable mentions because there's a lot of movies that we watch for these episodes.
And this time we had a tie, so we actually have 4 honorable mentions.
Oh, interesting.
First honorable mention, we'll get about it real quick. Sleepwalkers. Stephen King wrote a book about a werecat and a little bit of incest in cats. Are they incestuous creatures?
Well, so were these even like cats? Or they kind of like look lizardy at times? I don't know. They were supernatural, right?
Yeah, they're like cats.
Supernatural cats, yeah.
And then they collected cats. And now he's had cats around them.
I don't know if... well, they hated cats. Cats killed them, right? So they couldn't have been cats.
Oh, well.
Plot hole. Yeah, but there was some weird incest between the mother and son, whatever species they were.
And I used to really like this movie. This viewing wasn't as much. I had a hard time enjoying it like I used to. I just love the idea of werecats or were anything, whether it's a wolf or whatnot. I think that this story has even inspired me to write my own short stories about werecats and hating cats and stuff. But that tied with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, not
which was
the TV
your number 11, and Sleepwalkers was my number 11. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
And you get to see Pee Wee Herman not be Pee Wee Herman, which is a great thing. You get to see Luke Perry in the acting world. You get to see Christy Swanson become a star. You get to see
Donald Sutherland as a Van Helsing style trainer.
And you get David Arquette does a Salem's Lot impression.
Yep.
Hilary Swank is in a small part as one of Buffy's friends.
I feel like you're bearing the lead here.
But
Rutger Hauer as a
the bad guy?
as a vampire.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Lathos?
vampire.
Is that his name? Lathos?
Yeah, it's basically a Dracula
But
version.
I like this movie, and I watched it, and I put it on my list, and I think it was my number 14 or even my 13. I think it might have made my 13, because it's a lot of fun, but it's just so mainstream.
It's very comedic. The horror is lighthearted. It's good for teens, I think. It's a lot of fun for us that I think, watched it when it released in 92. But yeah, does it hold up? Do you think it really holds up nowadays?
I think that the TV show kind of outdid it.
And that's the thing. Yeah, everyone loves that TV show that came out. I never watched it yet.
I haven't either.
But I've heard very, very, very good things about it. And I know that had spin-offs off it and is very popular, still is to this day. So yeah, that definitely overshadows it, but the movie's still a lot of
Buffy
fun.
the Vampire Slayer was a big deal in 1992. That was a blockbuster hit.
And Paul Rubens is my favorite part of that movie.
Yeah,
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a great villain. Our third honorable mention, I should say, is All You, I don't even want to say his name.
Guillermo del Toro's Kronos.
It's just his first movie, and it is a nod to Hammer films, and it is also a vampire movie in disguise.
Yes, the weirdest vampire movie. So this old watchmaker or repairer or something like that, he deals in artifacts, finds this this kind of like amulet thing, and inside this amulet is a bug that can give you vampiric qualities if it drinks your blood, and it latches onto you, and it's kind of like a very interesting vampire tale. Ron Perlman's in it,
and he did it for cheap because he was such a big fan and he believed in Del Toro so much.
Yep, and he's great in it as the main bad guy. It's actually a really interesting story. It is slow in that first half. But for a first feature, especially from Guillermo del Toro, I mean, wow, what a great first feature for him. Man, you could see what led to his visionary creations that he comes out with, still coming out, later on this year with Frankenstein, I think. You just get his style, you get his, visionary flair, and you get his interesting storytelling. And so, yeah. For those looking for a non-traditional vampire story, I think this is a fun one, but it is a little bit slower moving. I will give it that.
I'd almost rather watch Hellboy with Perlman and Del Toro.
Wow, Hellboy's great. Hellboy and Hellboy 2, I still love those movies. Yeah, I really thought Ron Perlman hit it out of the park as well as Guillermo del Toro did. I mean, that second one has just got some crazy creature designs, so that's pretty cool.
He didn't even know Spanish.
Ron Perlman?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does pretty good in the movie. I mean, he does say some things in Spanish and then a lot of things in English still, too. So it's a hybrid role. But yeah, no, it's definitely for vampire fans to check out if you're looking for some stuff and you're getting to the bottom of the barrel.
Kronos, I like the name.
Yeah.
But I didn't place this movie because I was confused. It felt older than it was. It was a bit slow at times, but and Ron Perlman was also in Sleepwalkers.
He was as the cop. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Our last honorable mention is a doozy here, and I think I used to think that this movie was a lot like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was a little bit too mainstream and not enough horror, just all comedy. But Bruce Willis, Goldie Hawn, and Meryl Streep star in Death Becomes of Her, which is a story about an actress and a funeral. What do you call that when they fix up the dead bodies to make them presentable?
A mortician.
A mortician.
Mm-hmm.
Was in love with Goldie Hawn. He meets a famous actor. He leaves his old girlfriend behind, marries Meryl Streep, the famous actor, who takes a potion that gives her never-ending youth and takes away her ability to die. But there's a catch. There's a catch, and that catch is that you don't heal. You're not like Wolverine. You break your arm. Your arm's broken forever. You burn your skin. Yep. Your skin's forever. So we find out that Bruce Willis's ex and his new wife, who are both very mean, superficial, only care about their appearances and winning at this war for this Bruce Willisness.
for not even like a cool Bruce Willis. He's just kind of a nerdy.
No,
like,
he's intelligent.
passive.
He's smart.
He is.
He's talented.
But he's not
There's
John
things
McClane.
to love. He's he's got a real nice house, so he must have had some money or whatever.
He's got a real nice house. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it takes, right?
That's how you pull him in.
And so these girls become at war, blowing holes in each other, snapping necks, pushing each other downstairs. And Bruce Willis, being the mortician, is the only guy alive that can fix them so that they don't look like hideous zombie monster freaks.
Yep.
And I love this movie, and I place this at number 7. It is a horror comedy for sure.
Yeah.
But I think there is a lot of horror in this. It reminds me of like a Tales from the Crypt movie.
I was just going to say that for fans of Tales from the Crypt, you need to watch this.
It's like a short tale that was drug out with great actors, with great cinematography, with super good performances. It goes by quick. It's fun. You notice things you didn't notice before. And I've never been a Meryl Streep fan. But boy, does she have some acting chops.
Yeah.
And them at the end bickering at the funeral, still shoving each other down steps, looking crusty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, this is a fun movie. And if you think that this is a movie that is not for horror fans, I think you're wrong. Pretend it's a Tales from the Crypt movie and enjoy it.
Well, it was directed by Robert Zemeckis, who did a lot of producer duties, executive producing duties on the Tales from the Crypt show. Demon Knight, he was one of them too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it definitely, you could tell he loves Tales from the Crypt. And because this feels like an extended episode of Tales from the Crypt. But it is a lot of fun. It is very funny too. So, yeah, it's over the top.
All right, so our top 10, that was our honorable mentions. 4 movies that very well could have made the list on any other year, but did not make it on this year.
I think that speaks to how good this year was.
Stuff. Our number 10, our big, bright, shining star. A lot of these movies are sequels. A lot of these movies aren't original. Warwick Davis, fresh out of Star Wars films, the Willow movies, becoming a booming little person star, gets the role of a lifetime after him playing a good leprechaun once. He now gets to play the evil leprechaun in Jennifer Aniston's first film, which is a holiday phenomenon. I don't always watch the first one, but I do watch one of them every St. Patrick's Day, and there is a lot of them. And you have heard Nate talk a lot of crap about a lot of these movies. I think that this is one of the best movies of the year.
Well, we did do an entire Leprechaun franchise, to be fair.
We did Leprechauns, Trolls, and Imps like 2 years ago.
Okay, yes. But a lot of the Leprechaun movies made it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're great. And yeah, I think that the movie is funny. I think the movie is gory. I think that the way that the leprechaun looks is scary enough. I think that kids didn't even have to watch this movie. All they had to do was get one glimpse of one frame of one of these movies, and this sent nightmares down children's spines. And,
well, yeah, I could see that. I mean, the leprechaun is a creepy character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he is hardcore evil to the bone.
Yes, he is. I will give him that.
He's funny. He's a lot like Freddy Krueger in a way.
He has way more jokes than Freddy Krueger does. And even at times I get annoyed with Freddy Krueger as much as he's cracking jokes left and right and calling everyone bitch, but...
Is it the rhyming?
It's the rhyming does not help. Yes. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like little people. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's the funny thing that you said that, because I actually kind of want to intervene and tell you that I don't think that you give Leprechaun a fair chance. And I'm worried.
How many times have we had to watch it for this podcast, though?
Leprechaun? This is my second time watching it for the podcast.
Okay.
I'm just worried that you don't give little people the respect that they deserve as great actors. And the fact that that in the next coming week, I am going to take you to go see a Little Person Toxic Avenger movie.
I am concerned about that. But I do love Peter Dinklage, though. He's great. And I like Warwick Davis, too. These are not my style of horror films.
I'll tell you what, I met
enjoy.
up with Nate a little bit before we came here to do yard work and do the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And he shook me with concern on his
shook you
awful,
like a little person?
Awful things he said about the Leprechaun, about Warwick Davis's performance. And
what?
I'm just worried that it's like a prejudice thing.
That I'm prejudiced against little people?
Yeah.
That's a kind of a ridiculous prejudice, but okay.
You don't think that they have been persecuted and
well, I'm sure they
made
have
fun of and not given a fair chance at things? I mean, it's more than them just having to need a ladder to get to do the dishes.
To do many things, yeah.
They didn't choose to be.
They need a
short.
running start to get into bed.
I am a very big fan of dwarves, little people. I love all their work. I'm super excited.
I got to be honest. I was keep my fingers crossed that you were going to eliminate the Leprechaun from this because there was a lot of good movies in 1992. So I thought you'd eliminate the Leprechaun because we did a whole franchise kind of almost
2.5 years ago.
Yeah, but it felt a lot sooner than that. It feels
and you were
scarred,
and you've been rude since. And I've had to defend Leprechaun.
You do. You are a Leprechaun defender.
And like before, you didn't really like the Hellraisers. Now you like the Hellraisers, but.
I did sit down and give like all the other ones a fair chance.
Did you watch Leprechaun this time?
I was pleasantly surprised.
I
did one of those refresh because I've seen it like 3 or 4 times before, and I've never really enjoyed it. Each time I've seen it, so I did one of those YouTube refresh ones.
I probably did it 22 times. Watch this movie.
Now I'm the one that's concerned on this podcast of your mental well-being, but. Yes.
I like little people. I might like them too much.
You know what?
But I'll tell you what. But you don't like them enough, and I think you need to give.
What I'm excited about is we have a little get together coming up. Well, probably it's already would have happened by the time this episode airs. But we saw the Toxic Avenger.
What is so bad about this?
And
movie?
I think that's going to change my thing. I don't like the wisecracking jokes. I don't find him scary at all.
You don't think he looks scary? You just said he looks scary.
He looks ugly. Yeah, I think I would scare kids.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's creepy. He's not nice. I'll give you that one. I mean, he is kind of mean-spirited, even though he's a little trickster.
Was it something about Jennifer Aniston's bigger
I don't
nose?
think she's great in this film either.
Because her nose is a little bit bigger?
No. I don't mind her bigger nose. I think she should have kept it.
Is it the story? You don't think that a leprechaun would kill over gold?
No, he would I guess a leprechaun would kill over gold. Yeah. I don't really know how you do a story better. It's just not my story.
The house out in the middle of nowhere with no cell phones. The 4-leaf clover thing?
Here's the thing. Doesn't it feel a lot like Critters at times?
I think it's better than Critters.
I think it ripped off Critters. Farmhouse, middle of nowhere, little person running around, little critter. Fucking things up.
I don't know. I think they're different.
I mean, there is some things that I find funny. His shoe fetish that he has.
That's very funny. When he was driving the little tiny car that he got.
See, that's
going to the pawn shop, getting pulled over. The wisecracks.
You enjoy that stuff, and I'm glad that you do, because that's the stuff that I don't enjoy in these films.
I just want you to let you know that I was really excited to give Leprechaun its fair due at being a horror legend, probably 4th-tier horror character.
That's not great, though, right?
That's
4th tier?
That's top 12 horror icons of all time. No, that's top 16.
It would be.
He's top 16
he's top
horror
16.
icon.
Well, not everyone gets a franchise, though.
He did.
He sure did. And you just told me on the last episode that he's coming back, right?
Oh, wow, it's rumors.
That's the rumors?
Yeah.
I would see one if he returned to the franchise.
Yeah.
Because I think I
just would like a fair shot. I just want
him to be darker. I want him to say less.
I agree.
Be darker.
I agree that there should be more female horror directors. I agree that there should be more black casted horror films, and I just want Nate to give little people a shot at being scared.
You know what? Peter Dinklage is going to have a shot next week when we go and see that movie when it's released.
All right.
Opening night, we're going to go see The Toxic Avenger, and I'm going to come back on the next episode and be like, that was amazing.
He's no Warwick Davis.
Peter Dinklage? He's
Warwick
up there.
Davis.
Like, he's in the top tier.
But anyways, I think this movie's, funny, scary. You've seen it. You watch it every St. Patrick's Day. You love it. I have to defend myself. Nate takes all the fucking fun out of every fucking Leprechaun movie that ever fucking comes. And this whole fucking thing belittles me for liking it. But it's great. You should check it out.
Well, you get your revenge.
This is the first one. And this is the first one. This is the one that started it all.
Yeah.
And then you called it a Critters ripoff. Critters, which is a Gremlins ripoff. You're saying that this is a ripoff of a fucking ripoff movie?
Yeah.
I think that you just don't like it because it's a little person getting its proper due of respect and horror iconness.
No, that's not it.
All right.
It's not, I don't know. It's not my style of horror films. You just said he drives a little car and gets pulled over.
This is a great scene.
Okay.
Number 9.
Yeah. So I'll take this one, and then you could start, now you can start getting some revenge.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything against this movie. First of all, it's not, say what it is.
This is the French film Man Bites Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a very polarizing film about a serial killer that's going around, and it's an indie art house film. And he's a serial killer going around with a camera crew that is documenting him killing people. And then they kind of get wrapped up in it too. They do some terrible things. It kind of becomes this weird thing, but it's a black comedy. It's a really black comedy.
Well, and you told me you gifted me with a DVD Crichton collection.
Criterion, yes.
Criterion collection of this. And I looked it up, and it has a very high rating. And it looked like it was punk, art avant-garde.
Avant-garde, yeah.
In the vein of Henry and Angst. And here's what I think. When you watch Henry, it feels real. You feel gross. You feel disgusted. You probably don't want to watch it again. If you enjoyed it too much, you're probably a bad person. Yeah. Same thing with Angst. Angst felt so real. The deaths looked so real. The guy was very believable. The camera shots were revolutionary. This movie comes off not real, not believable.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Really, I did get a good chuckle because he kills a lot of people.
Yes, he does.
And he checks them off the same bridge, and they go clunking down. And it's really something else. And eventually, the place where he throws all of his dead bodies gets drained, and you get to see the aftermath of what happens when you throw 100 fucking dead bodies in a fucking dam or something.
I think it was a dam that got drained. Yeah.
But I don't believe that this guy would get away with it. I don't believe the performances of the documentary crew. They were unbelievable of human nature.
Well,
there was a lot of smiles in the backgrounds by people that shouldn't be smiling. There was a lot of use of guns where it felt more like he
kills most everyone by guns.
Mobster killer.
Yeah.
Than he was a serial killer. There was just so many things that sort of bugged me about it. Not to mention that it's not in English, and it is one of the, and forgive me for saying this, but I think French is one of the hardest languages to listen to.
Yeah, really.
Which is a prejudice thing, I guess. But I did take French in middle school.
Oh, you did?
And I hated it.
Well, I was a little person once.
Yeah, right.
And then I grew up.
Yeah. Make jokes, Nate.
Well, it's kind of fitting for talking about Man Bites Dog, because that is where the movie is the most disturbing for me, is because this guy is joking throughout the entire thing. Whether he's raping people, whether he's killing people, whether it's just presented, like he shoots a black guy and he's like, oh, I wonder if the myth is true. Let's get his pants down. And it plays for laughs. but you're
not funny, dude.
It's not funny because it's so sick. You know what I mean?
I
And
didn't
so
think it
you
was
feel
funny. I didn't like the guy at all.
he's not a likable person.
There was things about Henry that I identified with where I was like, okay, this guy is a human being, but played by a great actor. But and you almost want
in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
And the angst, I didn't really identify with him as much, but there was humanity in it. But I didn't feel bad for the victims either because it was so much of it. I think the coolest thing about this movie was the credits and the empty pit of the bodies. And I don't know, the documentary crew enjoying filming them so much that they start raping and killing with them. I thought
drinking
was
with them,
distasteful, and
that's the thing is like it's very distasteful.
And a movie can be distasteful, but this one I didn't get the joke.
Well, I think that's the thing where it's like it's playing for laughs, it's playing as a dark comedy, but there's nothing funny about what he's doing. Like he's just like making jokes, and it's very awkward, and it just has
the parents
on
thing
edge.
where he's so fake to his parents, but then the second he leaves his parents, he's just the lamest guy on the planet.
Yeah, I would not enjoy spending time with him.
Yeah,
regardless of the killing thing, right? I'm just saying, he's just not an enjoyable person to hang out with. He's kind of rude.
Dylan in The House That Jack Built was interesting to watch. I wanted to know how his story unfolded, but the second I got to know this character, I did not want to know anything.
Well,
else.
The other thing though is I think all those movies play it straight. This is playing it like with this weird comedic tone, and that's why it's so weird.
That would put this 6 or above on their top 10 of the year is probably got mental issues.
Oh, there we go. There's the revenge that we were talking about. I think this was my number 6. Yeah.
Very much was because it tied with Leprechaun.
Yeah, it feels very dirty.
And beat Leprechaun somehow. But I will say the reason why it beat because only about, I don't know, maybe 7,000 people watched Man Bites Dog. But guess how many people watched Leprechaun?
Too many.
Too many.
Yeah.
A lot. So many that the score is very low. But I bet you if you forced all of America to watch this movie and rate it on Internet Movie Database,
I think they'd enjoy Leprechaun much more.
I bet you it would go down there.
Well, I mean, obviously it's, it's got some, it's got its place in cinema because Criterion picked it up and gave it its own collection. But there's no other movie out there like this. You've talked about some perfect examples. Angst,
House That Jack Built,
Henry. Those are all perfect examples. Those are all serious ones. The fact that this is like in there, but it's like playing for like comedic sake, it makes you feel dirty when you're watching it.
This doesn't make me feel dirty because it felt fake.
Well, it does remove some realism there, and it doesn't help that he's shooting pretty much everyone.
And
but he does,
and
but he kills kids, rapes women. I mean, it's nothing that you.
Does he ever bite a dog? Did I miss?
I don't think he bites a dog. No.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, another fault of the movie. I want to check out your Letterboxd review. He doesn't bite one dog. 97 minutes. He doesn't bite one dog.
He might have, and I just didn't. I missed it.
But yeah, so I can see that a lot of people would not like this movie. And even when we were talking about it with our friend Andy, horror. What is it? Elder Night? Yeah. Elder Night horror. Andy was, even he felt dirty just talking about it. He's like, I like it, but it's just,
There's better ones.
Well, I just think it's different from any movie on our list tonight. You know what I mean? And it makes me feel dirty watching it.
Henry, if you're into that shit, if you're in that kind of mood,
Henry would be the best example. Yeah, for sure. No question.
And that's our number 9, Man Bites Dog. Thank goodness it's not any higher. Otherwise, we'd put us on a list somewhere. Number 8. Let's talk some more.
Yeah. Are you waiting for this one?
Oh,
See,
no.
This one I didn't think you were going to like.
Okay.
Because I know you don't like found footage. And
then you borrowed me that really big Blu-ray. And actually, I read a lot of really good reviews. I was excited to watch this movie.
Okay.
And I know that we talked about it when we talked about the Halloween special, WNUF Halloween special. It's a found footage. It's like going back in TV, back in the 90s when they were doing stuff.
This is Ghostwatch.
Ghostwatch.
Number 8 tonight.
And it plays like a Dateline episode.
Yes.
And I did like the reporter chick with the Ghostwatch shirt. I thought it was a really great idea, but oh my God, was I bored. And then when they take you to the houses to meet the little girls, which, you know, is a terrifying situation. And I was looking in the background for ghosts, just like you said. I saw a little bit of stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I just thought the acting was awful. And I thought that it was boring, man.
Well, you got to understand, like, you got to put yourself in 1992 in England, right? So this premiered just like it would, like a normal Halloween special, where they took real reporters. So, I mean, they weren't actors.
You could tell that they weren't real reporters.
Well, no, they were real reporters because, they were
they were acting terrible.
The guy in the well, and that's part of it, right? But they were real reporters that I believe this premiered on Halloween night in England, and they played it straight. And so when you would see a ghost in the background, people would call into the station and be like, "Holy shit!" Like, and they do a little bit of that.
And
faking
you kind of made me
movie.
think that like I was going to see things that they weren't going to talk about, but they were.
Sometimes they
were beating it to death. Oh, we saw something in the background. Well, let's do it frame by frame by frame by frame by frame.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really there, and the reporters were acting so bad at being what they are, apparently, that I didn't believe that they were reporters, even though I guess you're saying that they really were reporters and not actors.
Yeah.
I saw it as actors being really bad reporters. And then, like, the girls and the family, it didn't feel real to me. It was just a misfire for me. And I remember I had such a great Blu-ray that you borrowed me.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this whole fucking thing and I wanted to turn it off, and it was a chore.
Well, it's probably the same reason why you didn't like WNUF.
But I love Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, but that's more fake and story driven. This is kind of like more found footage.
It's an imposter film.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, it's fun to think about that this aired for real. And everyone thought it was real, and they called the fucking station left and right because they kept seeing ghosts in the background. Because there's like 30 or...
You're saying that the calls were real calls?
Not in the movie itself, but like they were getting real calls because they played it like real, and that's why they took some of those fake calls, you know, to make it seem real, because they knew there's no way that we were going to be able to show this film and not have people call in, right? And so I guess their phone lines crashed and like everything. It's basically if we had like a fucking Tom Brokaw or someone, you know, like that do this on Halloween night here
like
in
the
the
Golden
States.
Bachelor do an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I get it. It's a great idea. I just wish the execution would have been there. I didn't care for any of the characters. It took place in Chicago. It's kind of cool.
It didn't take place in Chicago.
The guy was wearing a Chicago Bears jacket.
Yeah, that's what they do in European countries.
Oh, it's European. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, Europe. As if you didn't know with all their English accents.
It was torture for me. I really tried to like this for you.
Did you like The Haunting of Hill House, though?
Not really.
That TV show? Okay, well, there you go. And why I bring that up is because there was a lot of hidden ghosts throughout that entire series. And that's kind of what they do in this one, too, which is what I kind of like about it. But yeah, some of them are seen, and they talk about them. But I think there's like 30 or something instances of ghosts throughout this film. It's really just the one ghost, just Pipes, his name is. And
killer name.
Killer name. Well, you like the name. Okay.
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, never mind. All right. Well, fuck me.
I feel like we've been talking about this movie so long.
But no.
Check it out. If you like imposter films, people trying to trick you in 1992.
If you like looking in the background for hidden ghosts, and then you like movies like the WNUF Halloween special, then you would probably like this one.
All right, our number 7. These are all movies that we both had on both of our lists, so both of us should agree that we both like something about these films that we can stop fighting, and maybe the awkward energy will go away. Number 7, Pet Semetary II.
It needed more leprechauns.
Yeah,
this movie.
I agree.
I'm just bringing it back.
Edward Furlong was the only leprechaun it had.
Just bringing it back. No, Pet Semetary 2. Who would have thought?
I mean, do you think this is a good movie? I think that
this is a cheesy movie.
I think this is a bad movie, guilty pleasure.
Yes.
Where Pet Semetary, people say the same thing about the first Pet Semetary, but I love it. And this is the same director that did the first Pet Semetary.
Mary Lambert, yeah.
Came back. They got Edward Furlong, fresh off of Terminator 2, right?
I believe so, yeah.
To play an angsty little boy with a missing mama and attitude problem for his fucking dad. And then he makes friends with a chubby kid down the street. This dad is a cop, and he was a dickhead already. And then he was a dickhead, and then he got killed like a dickhead should get dickhead. And now chubby kid doesn't want to get in trouble. He knows a little secret. Because dickhead cop killed his dog, he buried his dog, dog came back, dog wasn't the same. But now kid kills dad for fucking killing his dog, doesn't want to get in trouble with his mom, so he buries him in the Pet Sematary. And now we have a very evil, decrepit zombie cop out there doing...
Played by Clancy Brown, who's great.
Sometimes did some cool shit. Remember when he had the bike and he was bullying the kid? And he was, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. The dirt bike to the face scene. And you're like, okay, I kind of like this zombie.
Yeah.
He's kind of better than he was when he was a fucking cop.
He's still a dick, though.
But then he took it a little bit too far.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He started doing some evil stuff. You get some gross roadkill scenes. You get to go back up in the attic and deal with mom. She should have been grosser at the beginning. You can't bury a fucking year-old dead person and then, have it come back from the dead and it look kind of hot for a little bit. But then...
yeah, I could see that.
But then the fire comes and then she does start melting, and you got a pretty crazy, emotionally charged attic scene where you got to realize that, hey, you might have liked your mom better than your dad back then, but alive ones are better than dead ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's what's interesting is, like you said, the same director did this one. The first one I thought played serious. I know some people don't find it scary. I think it's scary for the most part. It's meant to be, but this one's meant to be kind of like a horror comedy almost, right?
More of a B movie. Yeah. I don't know if
I think she
I don't think
wanted
many
to have some
of
fun
the
with it.
there wasn't like blatant jokes, but
no, but it's far less serious.
Yeah.
For especially the same director handling the same material.
Edward Furlong, I didn't like his character too much. He was a little whiny.
Yeah.
I wanted to like him better. I wanted to be more like T2 Edward Furlong, but you get what you get. The wounds on the dogs, and the neck wounds and the rancid meat hanging off of these zombies was pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah. It looked great.
I thought it was all right. It's a guilty pleasure. That's never
exactly
expect anybody to like this movie, but it's a nice little day watch horror film.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's just it's a sequel that doesn't really get made like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a pretty good sequel, but it plays it tongue in cheek way more than the first film ever did.
Yeah, and I understand why there's not a Pet Sematary 3, although there is, but it's a prequel.
Yeah, is that Bloodlines?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But yeah, that's number 7. Check out Pet Sematary 2 if you have not. It's not as bad as you heard. Number 6.
Fun first time watch for me.
First time watch for me too. The Vagrant, which is Bill Paxton getting a starring role. He's usually like a co-star that gets to be funny for comic relief, and he's funny in this movie too. Mm-hmm. But he's kind of a pushover dude working his job, taking shit. He's got a girlfriend that uses him. That doesn't really appreciate him the way that he deserves to be treated. He moves into a new house that he got pressured to buy through sexual harassment by the absolutely wonderful and stunning Colin Camp. Tries to bone him right in there and says, if you don't buy this, you're going to have sex with me.
Oh, what a realtor.
Yeah.
I would sell more houses.
Oh,
yeah.
So he moves in there, has his buddy come over. They're setting it up. So he has his girlfriend's coming to visit him in a couple of days. And he finds out that there is a vagrant across the street that pisses in the bushes and shits all over the ground and breaks into his house late at night to wash his hands and shower his nuts in his sink.
And that's just the beginning of
pretty
what that
weird,
guy does.
pretty weird stuff. And then, so Bill Paxton starts to slowly go crazy, not being able to stop this vagrant from coming into his house and tearing his world apart because he's terribly embarrassed that this is happening to him. The cops will not help him. The cops are very comedic. They get him on a urinary charge, but it just makes things worse. And then as Bill Paxton's life starts falling apart and he goes more crazy and more crazy and more crazy, and he spends all of his money on fences and all kinds of weird shit, we start to wonder if this vagrant is even real or not when there's proof that he's real, but also
because people are mysteriously dying in the neighborhood.
Gone, and has he become this vagrant? And it becomes, is he crazy or is this really happening? We're rooting for Bill Paxton because he gets shitted on so badly.
Well, he
but the
loses
vagrant is very
everything
funny too,
in his life, though.
But he gains everything by losing everything. And I think that girl in the trailer park was better than the girl that he dumped him.
Oof. Well, a better fit for him when he was that
want.
crazy. Yeah.
She was a good woman.
Yeah, she was a good woman to him. Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame what happens, but yeah, this is a
little bit more comedy than horror.
I was going to say this is a horror comedy.
But the vagrant's scary and there's a lot of murder.
There's a lot of gross stuff in this movie too. There's eyeball, not torture, but like there's some pretty gnarly violence in here, even though it plays mostly like a horror comedy.
And Bill Paxton, lead
fucking
role.
Great.
Yeah,
he's
the
so
height
good
of his
in this.
career, and he was great.
And he's just spiraling out of control, and it's just fun to see Bill Paxton. And then like later, I don't even want to spoil it, the direction that goes, but I remember being like an hour in and being like, where is this movie gonna go?
Feels like
from
it should
here?
be end.
Yeah. I was like, this is nuts.
It is unpredictable.
Yeah.
And fun. And you guys should all watch it. And I can't believe more people don't talk about this. And I can't believe that neither of us have seen this.
Neither one. Yeah. No, this is a fun first time watch, and I'm happy that it ended on our list.
All right. Number 5. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. We've talked about this one a little bit before.
Yep.
But distributed by the Weinstein brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Not created. They bought the franchise at the completion of this film and distributed it strangely. Clive Barker, for a while, said that he didn't want his name on this film because they took it in such a slasher departure from the first two films.
Yeah.
I went through a bunch of directors' names. Clive Barker did go in and do some reshoots, some extra blood parts in the nightclub, and made it a little bit more gory and evil, where he did end up getting Clive Barker Presents, even though he didn't have much but a few reshoots to do with this movie. We are going to make this fantastic 2-movie series, and we want to make it for everybody. We want the whole world to see this. Pinhead's
what
going
it
to be
feels
a
like,
huge name in the horror biz. And by doing that, they actually destroyed everything that was great about Pinhead. I do enjoy this movie. I do think that it is funny. It is campy. It's the 4th best Hellraiser film. But they took it too far with trying to make it for a broader audience. It doesn't have the same feel as the first two.
The Cenobite chaos, although I like it.
So he has to escape from the pillar.
Yeah.
The evil pillar. And when he does, all of his Cenobites are dead, apparently. So he has to make new ones.
Yep.
And he has to work with what he has around him. So he has a bartender, a cameraman, a DJ, a chick that smokes cigarettes, and a guy that does nothing but fuck like a hammer.
Yeah.
So welcome to our new Cenobites. The hammer, the girl that smokes cigarettes through her neck.
Yeah, I don't know.
The DJ that shoots CDs out of his mouth and his hands and his arms. Yeah. The cameraman who just has a lens on his eye. And Barbie, which is the bartender that spits alcoholic flames out of his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Which was played by the co-writer of this
I didn't know
movie. And granted, you see those, and I love those Cenobites. I had the action figures. They're so funny. But oh my God, if you put them next to the old Cenobites, it's just not even evil.
They're not scary.
It's just not even evil.
Yeah, I agree.
Although it's fun, it's also not cool. Pinhead going through that church like he's Dracula, busting out the windows, and starting things aflame.
It's just over the top. Yeah, it's really
cool.
over the
I like
top.
the character Joey. I think she's a great heroine. And J.P. Monroe is really, really slimy, and you got to have a slimy guy in a Hellraiser film. I think the Broiler Room is a cool setting. I think that them in the cities is everything that I thought I wanted out of Pinhead, and it's fun, but it is the beginning of the end. And I wish Clive Barker would have retained more control over this series instead of trying to branch off with Candyman and Nightbreed. But is a lot of fun, but don't go into it thinking it's a serious Hellraiser film. It is the change of Hellraiser before it got sold off and beaten and abused and disregarded and treated like it wasn't the legendary film that it was. Because Hellraiser is one of my top 4 favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
But
it's a big step down from the first two. But at least
watch it and have fun. Don't watch it and expect to be scared.
It's not scary, but at least Pinhead is the prime focus of it. Yeah. Rather than like when you get in the later sequels, they were written for something else and they just put them in there.
And they brought hell on earth and they did what the title says.
They did. They at least blew up a church with some CDs and stuff. But yeah, it's still a fun sequel.
I didn't think you liked this movie as much as I did.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't into this, but you put it pretty high too. And look at it. Number 5. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think this is one of my favorite sequels of it. I mean, obviously it doesn't hold a candle to 2, but I think this is my 3rd favorite in the Hellraiser franchise.
Yeah, there's that new one.
Yeah, I have problems with that new one, but we don't need to talk about that. I've already upset you with the Leprechaun thing again, so we got to move on.
A little person plays one of the Cenobites.
It's one of the big reasons why I hated it. Yeah.
You've got a problem.
You have a problem.
All right, should we go to number 4?
Yes,
Do you want to hear more about Hellraiser? We talked about that.
No. If you want to know more, there's an entire Hellraiser franchise in our previous catalog, so go back and listen to that.
Number 4. We talked about it in one of our first episodes we ever did, but we haven't really talked about it since. Francis Ford Coppola's
Gary Oldman?
No, the title.
Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
Yeah, but it's Sam Broker's Dracula.
Bram Stoker.
Yeah, see, that's why I needed help there. I said Sam Broker.
Sam Broker.
Bram
Stock
Stoker.
boy at the local Hy-Vee in town.
Jesus, what an introduction.
Sam Broker.
Gary Oldman is Dracula. Keanu Reeves is the good boy. Winona Ryder is the love interest. Hannibal Lecter is Van Helsing.
He is the best Van Helsing. I think in all of the Van Helsing.
Best Hannibal too.
Yes, I would agree with that as well.
He's a great actor.
Yes, he is. And he steals every bit of screen time when he comes in.
Oh yeah,
like the last third of this movie.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
It's so me and you talk shit about how we're so sick of the Nosferatu storyline. We're so sick of the Dracula storyline. It's all the same shit. It's the same story. You're telling us it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And this movie does that. Mm-hmm. It does tell everything over and over again, but it adds 185% more.
Well, it's a very, very faithful adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Dude, things that, you everybody hears, him traveling from Transylvania, him and his brides at his home, him raping the girl at the end, right? But we get 4 forms of Dracula. Gary Oldman, honestly, and I don't know, He might be the best Dracula ever. I know
He's
there's
fantastic.
There's a lot of people that played the part, and you got to give respect to the old guys, but
no, he kills it.
Dude, that opening scene where he comes back from war and his love had jumped out the window because she had thought she was dead because the enemy tricked her into thinking that he was dead.
Yeah.
And he denounces himself to God.
Yeah. Yeah, it tugs on the heartstrings a little bit.
Dude,
with the love story.
That is one of the most hardcore openings of a movie I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. That is so fucking hardcore. When he's wearing the red armor,
that's
and he
pretty
denounces
badass.
God and he stabs the thing and the blood's coming out,
Yep.
and he's angry. Like, I love Gary Oldman playing Drexel in True Romance, man, but he nailed Dracula. And he nailed old Dracula, young Dracula, wolf Dracula, bat Dracula.
Yeah, no, he goes 110% for this entire role.
Wow.
And he's
He makes you
fantastic in it.
forget Keanu Reeves is in the fucking movie.
I never remember that he's in this movie until I see it. And that's a good thing, though, because I know that everyone thought that he did horribly in this movie when it first came out. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's forgettable.
Yeah, but he's
not bad.
I mean, is he the main character?
Well, I think
there's a lot of main characters in this movie.
Yeah, I think Dracula's probably the main character.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing would be the
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, it's called Dracula.
Yeah, but Jonathan Harker was
Sam Broker's not in it.
Sam Broker is not. He worked on the lighting department, I think. Pretty sure. Sam Broker's Dracula.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, you also have Tom Waits as Renfield, though, which is fucking wild. He did a great job.
He's probably one of the best Renfields, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
visually stunning, practical effects all the way through.
You'll forget that this is actually like a true horror movie with vampires were a big thing in the 90s, and we had Buffy and we had Kronos and we had countless vampire films this year.
So many.
But this one is the one, and this one, I used to not think this movie was good because it was long. But it's long because there's so much in it, man.
It tells the whole adaptation of Bram Stoker's story. Yeah. And it's like with such a big budget too, which is just awesome to see.
Francis Ford Coppola is one of the greatest.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And this
I'm not talking horror films. I'm talking
this might have been one of his last good ones that he made, though, to be honest with you.
What do you do?
But yeah, I mean, he made enough between The Godfathers and Apocalypse Now and all that other stuff back in the day that he doesn't need to have any good movies after this anymore. But yeah, no, this is.
And I had this at my number 3. It landed at number 4. Fair enough. Great film. Check out Dracula if you haven't watched it again. If you thought Nosferatu that came out last year was great, this one beats it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I had this at it is my number 4 on my list, but there's just some good movies that we have yet to talk about.
Tied with our next one and lost the tiebreaker to
really
Peter Jackson's Braindead, are also in America named Dead Alive from copyright reasons. Peter Jackson, you know him from Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Before he made this movie, he made movies like Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, and what was the other one I'm forgetting that he made before this? And another weird one with a bunch of gross puke and shit and
over the top gore
and over the top aliens and fucked up weird baby looking faces and Peter Jackson is really, really an interesting guy. And he actually is in this movie. Apparently, while he was making his first few movies, he was working on this one. And this was going to be his big opus that brought him into stardom. And
I think it did.
It probably did.
It did, yeah.
You have known as one of the 5 most gory films ever made in the history of the world.
Yep.
This is arguably the goriest. I don't think it is. I think it's probably number 4 and number 5.
But at the time when it was released, probably was.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Lionel is an actor who doesn't like horror films that apparently, I heard a story that he saw his girlfriend made him watch Exorcist when he was 15 and he couldn't watch it.
Oh, really?
Doesn't like horror films.
Oh, wow.
How did they get him to do this movie? I don't know, but he did a pretty good job, but it's a little goofy.
It is goofy. It has some comedic elements.
Too much. Mum. It's kind of like a gory, goofy Psycho.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the tarot card witch tells a girl about love coming into her life, and this sweet girl comes here, asks them for a date in the zoo because chicks go wild when they're surrounded by wild animals and the smell of feces.
Yeah. Yep, they do.
And shit just starts getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. There's a scene, my favorite scene in the movie is when a guy goes through Lionel goes through a park with a baby. How did the baby
Not
get
just
born?
any baby.
Where did the baby come from? Why did I miss that? Because you can miss a lot in this movie because
there's so many gags.
6 seconds there's something crazy that happens.
Yes. I believe it is the zombie baby of the undead priest that bangs the undead grandma.
I thought it was the nurse's baby.
I don't think so.
So
don't they have sex and then they have like that undead baby? And that thing is the creepiest fucking baby I've ever seen in my entire life.
We should go back. This became from a monkey that was stolen from Egypt?
I don't know if it was Egypt, but it was something like that.
A monkey bit a guy.
Yes.
And then his corpse got into some food.
Yeah.
And then turned the people that ate the corpse into zombies. And then everyone that zombie killed became a zombie. Why?
Yeah.
Because why?
Well, she must have bit him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. 300 liters of fake blood were used just for the final scene alone. This is crazy to rated R. I've never heard of a rating like this. Rated R for an abundance of outrageous gore. That's all it is. Yeah. And what a perfect encapsulation of this movie. It is just an outrageous gore fest that makes you laugh at the same time too. But there's a lot of gross stuff in there.
I don't know.
The pudding scene.
I laugh.
The baby.
I laugh a little bit, but I'm more dumbfounded with what the fucks.
Yeah, it's a wild movie.
I don't actually like that. This is what Peter Jackson's from New Zealand.
New Zealand, yes.
So this is the New Zealand comedy doesn't get me as much as Canadian does.
Right, interesting
or Australian
comparison.
For that fact.
Ooh, wow, that's a hot take. I'm sure they're pissed off about right now. I think we do have a couple listeners in New Zealand and Australia. So you just started a war between those guys.
I'm just kidding. Australia doesn't make horror movies. They made one.
The movie is said to be the bloodiest of all time because it's measured in the amount of film blood used during the entirety of the production. So,
by 1992.
That's just what I'm just reading some of the IMDb trivia. But
yeah, there's
300 liters of blood just for the final scene alone is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, but how
which is the lawnmower scene?
Yeah,
the classic lawnmower scene.
I love the lawnmower scene. Actually, that might be better than the baby torture where he's knocking the baby's head against the
it's
playground
great
stuff. And then there's the mum beast with the huge butthole.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ari Aster should remake this film.
There's actually a butthole monster as well in this. You actually see a colon.
It never stops.
That is attacking people.
Numbs you that there's so much.
What I love about it is this movie exists. Peter Jackson makes it, and then he's like, one day, one of the hottest, biggest budget actor or directors out there, making the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits and then stuff like that.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
How?
It's a shame.
But if he could do this on a low budget, make a movie of this scale on a low budget, then it kind of makes sense why he got the keys to like a $300 million franchise.
He didn't deserve the job or he wasn't the right pick for the job or anything. It just sucks when somebody's doing something so great independently and then they take the money and then they disappear and they never return.
Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, because he's not doing much right now. I don't think I guess he's got a couple movies.
He could return to the Meet the Feebles fans, but he doesn't want to.
No, I don't think so. I think he's put that past behind him. But still, you have Bad Taste, which is also ridiculously gross and violent and gory and funny.
They actually play the song from Meet the Feebles in this.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually didn't like Bad Taste as much. Meet the Feebles was my favorite. It was always my favorite.
Yeah, I haven't seen
This
that
one
movie
might
in so
be better.
long.
This one's probably better. But I used to have a VHS of Meet the Feebles.
Oh,
And this has been out of print for a very long time. You're starting to be able to find copies. And I heard that they're doing like a Bad Taste, Meet the Feebles, Dead Alive box set, 4K big release coming out soon. But
okay.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, they're supposedly going to be doing a 4K restoration of Dead Alive. I don't know who has it, but yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you want Lawnmower Massacres, Monster Buttholes, if you want Killer Zombie Mums, a heartwarming love story covered in blood, and some gross out gore, this is your movie.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, and you won't see too many of these weird, like I said, there's a butthole that kills people in this thing.
What else could you ask for?
It's just insane. But
I'll tell you what you can ask for.
But like you're thinking it's going to be gross and it's just a butthole that's swallowing people, the listeners that haven't seen this movie. No, you have no idea what happens here with that gag. And it's just there's 100 over the top gore gags that just need to be seen to be believed.
It's a fun movie. I go American. And that's why I think number 2.
I go American.
Our number 2, originally titled Medieval Dead, retitled Army of Darkness, the third installment of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy. Ash is back. He's flying through time
to fight.
He's got his car, he's got his boomstick, he's got his chainsaw, and he has to fight an army of the dead.
Army of Darkness, number 2.
I love this movie so much because you know how much I love medieval fantasy films, barbarian films, sorcerers, goblins, spells, all that shit. I love it so much. And also, if we're talking about horror, monster icons, I think I pick demons over werewolves or vampires or zombies or anything.
Sure.
So we got demons, we got fantasy, we have Sam Raimi, we got Ashley Bagg. Evil Dead 2 is one of the greatest films ever made of all time. Mm-hmm. We have this movie and it is so funny. It is so goofy. The monsters are so cool. The effects are so great. The camera work is so good. But it just got a little too goofy.
Well,
we're talking about Evil Dead 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got people's faces being stretched with Play-Doh. And, and we've got little skeletons running around, and you can see the...
Well, that's a throwback to,
you
like...
can see the wires.
The Ray Harryhausen stuff, though.
I mean, we get the doppelganger story. We get... But Evil Dead has always been funny and goofy, and they've always done such a great job balancing the laughs with the horror, where these are scary and nightmarish images that you remember as being terrifying, but still laugh so that you can enjoy yourself a lot of times. The balance was a little off on Army of Darkness.
Yeah, it leans more towards the comedic elements than it does the horror, like in the second one. Right. But let's just think about this trilogy. You get the first one that's a straight up horror. You get evil. I mean, I know there's some dark comedy in there, but it's mostly straight up horror.
Yep.
Evil Dead 2 almost becomes a remake, reboot into like one of the best horror comedies of all time, you know? And then you get this one where it's just like fantasy horror, mostly fantasy.
What a leap.
And it all works somehow. Primarily because Sam Raimi's great behind the camera and fucking Bruce Campbell.
Right.
There's nothing like him. Top tier horror hero of all time, right? It's so fun. It's so big scale. To think that this is the third in the movie, it's insane. I've never seen a trilogy that goes and swings for the fences like this one does.
Leprechaun.
No. And I'm not picking on Leprechaun just to, pick on Leprechaun.
I'm just saying it took the same swings. It just didn't execute it as well.
Nothing ever gets like...
First Leprechaun, straight up horror. Second one, fantasy. Third one, Vegas. Fourth one, space. Fifth one, The Hood. Come on.
Okay. Well, Leprechaun doesn't go back to medieval times and then gets in an entire war with skeletons.
The Evil Dead trilogy, if you respect the Evil Trilogy, you should also respect Leprechaun. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's castles, there's fighting with an entire undead army. It's Braveheart in an Evil Dead setting. It's crazy to think about.
There's it goes Gulliver's Travels.
Yes, when he's got him tied down.
It goes Body Snatchers. It goes and then that opening pit, the Deadites still look so scary.
Yes. Yep. Kind of look like Melted Emil from RoboCop. We just did kind of look like that a little bit. Which is gross all in itself.
Do you think that belt could actually does belts work that way? Can you get up a chain by doing that?
Can you use them like a bullwhip? I've never been able to. But what is he going to do? He's got one hand that's a chainsaw. You know,
it's
something's got to work in his favor.
Ashley was in the first Evil Dead movie is like straight up bitch.
Right.
And then and then by the end of Army of Darkness, he is the
coolest hero.
The coolest male in the history of the world.
Yeah. He's so
Next
iconic.
Next to Van Helsing, Anthony Hopkins is Van Helsing, I guess.
Yes.
Do you think Anthony Hopkins could play Ashley Williams?
No, I don't think he could. But I think
Keanu Reeves could.
I think even as cool as Ash was in this film, I still
Henry
think
the Wren was cooler. Henry the Wren.
No. I was going to say I still think Anthony Hopkins Van Helsing gets more ass though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's pulling that left and right.
Yeah. Ashley Williams doesn't actually get ass. He just gets lucky here and there.
Yeah, I mean Bridget Fonda at the end of this film.
Julie 3.
Yeah, she's all over him.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll last long, but yeah.
Yeah. She's not in the end. She's in the beginning.
Is she in the beginning? Yeah, okay.
It's a new chick at the end.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Give me
right.
some sugar, baby. Hail to the king.
Hail to the king. Give me some sugar.
Did you ever play the video game?
Groovy.
The sequel to this?
I did play a video game. I'm not sure if it was. Yeah, Hail to the King. I did play.
It's like
was that back on like 64, 19 or
Dreamcast? I had it on.
Oh, okay. It was one of those. Yeah.
So
yeah, I did play that though.
But yeah, this movie is so great. Whether or not I mean, when Rad said this was the best Evil Dead movie way back in the day when Evil Dead Rise came out and we laughed at his face, we were right.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. But if we were the savage comedy creeps, this would be number one because it is super funny. It is super goofy. It's unexpected. That's what I'm saying. 92 had guts, man. When it came to story writing, they went to places that you weren't used to. Nowadays, everything is sort of been done with
as
one
soon as
surprise.
Scream comes out in the middle of the decade, then everything transitions to like teen slashers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just kind of like ruins the rest of the decade. This was still some original shit.
And the poster art.
It's crazy.
The Sheila being super hot and then being super ugly and the 3 books and the lore behind it. And I don't know. There's 2 endings. I'm not sure. The happy ending is all right, but the Lost in Time was cool too. Just Evil Dead's so fucking cool. Whether or not this is the funny one or not, the goofy one,
it doesn't matter. It's still enjoyable. It's still a 5-star movie.
Stars.
Yeah, 5-star movie for sure. And the only reason why this isn't our number one is because we got to make way for some horror royalty, right? I think so.
Helen?
Not fucking Helen, bald ass, burnt up Helen. No, we're talking about number one tonight, Candyman.
And we both picked Candyman as number one, but we both did not know if we were making the right decision. And
still don't, to be honest with you.
We still kind of wrote it back and said maybe Army of Darkness should win. But we are the savage horror creeps and not the savage horror comedy creeps. And I think that's why we picked Candyman as our number one, 1992's. Philip Glass in his music, the opening scene.
Yeah.
I remember watching this movie and being moved dramatically.
Yeah.
Being moved horrifically.
Bernard
thinking about it, paving way for the, a black horror icon.
And Candyman, Tony Todd, perfectly envisioned by him, but he's truly terrifying.
And he's truly attractive.
And there's some seductive
And they literally
stuff,
hypnotized the actor that played Helen. So when she's looking into the abyss, she was literally hypnotized. So when they would snap their fingers in a certain sequence, that her eyes would go into a daze, and she didn't even. Oh my God, there's no screaming. Oh, them talking about inner city shit, race. Injustice.
Bernard Rose just did a fantastic job writing this based off
Sam Raimi's brother's in it.
Oh yeah, Ted Raimi. Yeah, Bernard Rose took Clive Barker's story and then just wrote it so much better and just encapsulates.
I don't know. It was a short story, and then he wrote it out long.
Yeah, but to put it in the Chicago projects and really encapsulate that whole area, which is scary enough for a white woman to walk into back in the early 90s to begin with. And then you find fucking Candyman there and the lore behind him, and you buy it all. Like, we get the full package of the franchise in the first film to where you don't need to see the other ones, but they're not bad. In fact, we did a Candyman franchise review, right? When the new one came out?
Well, what new one?
Well, the newest one. Or was that before?
It came out in 2019 when we were doing this podcast.
Oh, fuck. Was that when it came out?
No, we just did it because I wanted to do it.
Time has no meaning to me anymore. Yeah, it is weird.
We did do a Candyman rank, though.
Yeah, we did do a Candyman rank. And this one leaps and bounds above everything else. But, man, this is just an iconic fucking horror villain. Yeah. It's crazy we only got 4 films in total.
And it created an urban legend, man. Now people all across the world are saying Candyman in the mirror, and they're not saying Bloody Mary.
No.
They're not saying Beetlejuice. They're saying Candyman still. Candyman is still the coolest. It is it's a staple in horror history, and I think Candyman is second or third tier horror icon. And rest in peace, Tony Todd. And there's no other movie like this.
There isn't, and I don't think that we could get another Candyman. Do you think anyone's going to be ever as good as Tony Todd? You do.
I think that other guy is pretty good too. The guy that was the baby boy that disappeared in the first movie that grew up. I thought he did a good job. I like the new one.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, no. That's my second favorite.
I think that Candyman isn't done. I think there'll be more Candyman.
You think so?
They're just taking their sweet ass time and not making.
Well, I'm fine with
duds.
that.
Number 3 was a dud. Number 2 was kind of a dud too.
Yeah,
but what do you do?
Not terrible. But yeah, no. But this one, I mean, if you had to watch this should be up in the list of like, hey, I'm getting into horror. I want all of the
first 10
big, big ones.
Yep.
Well, Candyman's got to be there. It's perfect slasher.
Evil Dead 2 is there.
Evil Dead 2 would be there.
Army of Darkness.
I can we just lump the entire trilogy together though?
Candyman?
No. I mean the Evil Dead trilogy.
No.
Come on, really?
I think number 2 is superior to 1 and 3.
I think we disagree on that one, but I don't know. It's so fucking tough. Yeah. I love 1.
You do whatever the fuck you want, Nate, but they're different films. 1 and 2 you could lump together.
I'm pretty sure 2's got that little person in it for just a little bit of time and that kind of...
But yeah, Candyman, if you want to hear more about Candyman, we also did a full series rank on Candyman and talked about Tony Todd, and God, do we talk about Tony Todd a lot. And
oh yeah.
This movie's so great. It was a really hard decision between Army of Darkness and Candyman. They're both 5-star horror films. They're both essential watches. Candyman is just a little bit more horror and a little bit more timeless. I think it's more important of a film. It's an original. But Army of Darkness is good too. But Candyman's are number 1.
Yeah, we're still debating it. Yeah.
Check that out. We're gonna recap right here. Number 10, Leprechaun. Number 9, Man Bites Dog. Number 8, Ghostwatch. Number 7, Pet Semetary II. That surprised me actually. Number 6, The Vagrant. Number 5, Hellraiser 3. Number 4, Dracula. Bram Stoker, not
Bram Stoker.
Number 3, Braindead, or if you're in the United States of America, Dead Alive. Number 2, Army of Darkness. Number 1, Candyman. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And yeah, Pet Semetary 2 surprised me as well, but that's how the ranking goes, right? When we submit each other's lists. So
before I move on to mandatory 1992 mentions and things, I'm going to talk about some movies that came up that you thought might have made our list that did not make our list. Tetsuo 2, The Body Hammer. Very cool, artsy foreign film that is not as good as Tetsuo 1. Short, easy watch, but man, is there some body horror in that movie. Yeah. It's like The Crow that you don't understand, with more gory machines going into bodies.
Yep.
Shout out to Innocent Blood, a mobster vampire movie.
We both like this one.
Yeah,
not great though.
It was my 15. God, I'm so sick of fucking vampire movies. This movie's been made 100 times, but they just added a more stronger mobster
element
thing. Then this is made by the creator, John Landis. Yep. And you can see the American Werewolf and
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. It was okay. There was some cool blood. It's worth a mention. Dr. Giggles?
This is a first time watch for me.
Okay. And it's okay.
It's not bad.
Generic.
Yeah.
I want to shout out The Lawnmower Man. When I was a kid, I thought that this movie was fucking amazing. And if talk about unpredictable and weird RoboCop effects, not as good through time, but worth a mention. We did not count Alien 3.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted to bring up.
Alien 3 is arguably not the greatest alien movie in the world, according to the people that created it, people that own it, or the people that watch it. But some people really like it and have a soft spot for it.
Yeah.
Critters 4, we didn't count because we just covered Critters, and I don't think it would have made it anyways, to be honest with you. Critters 4 in space is a little bit weird. Nate would like to shout out Children of the Corn 2, and I gotta tell you what, I don't get it.
I was surprised how much I actually like this one. I watched the first
and your
4.
Letterboxd review said that it's better than Children of the Corn, and you got to be kidding me. I watched them back to back. The only reason that you would like Children of the Corn 2 better than Children of the Corn 1 is if you were attracted to that minor.
Oh, well, that's definitely not it. I just want to put that on the record for sure. You don't agree with me, so you're a pedophile. No, the first one's
they sexualize that young girl.
Yes, they do. The first one's kind of a snooze fest at times. This one is at least got a little bit more of a budget. It's a little bit faster paced.
Children of the Corn 2 sucks.
The Children of the Corn franchise isn't great as a whole to begin with, right?
2 sucks.
2's not that bad. Here's the thing.
1's awesome. 3's better than 2.
Whoa, Urban Harvest. I don't know. I still like that one though too. I was surprised.
Maybe one day.
I was actually surprised.
One day we'll really find out.
Well, maybe we should do a franchise review on that, because I am
number 2.
Very surprised by the first 4 films.
Yeah.
That I enjoyed them as much as I did. I wouldn't say they're good by any means, but I had the lowest of expectations for that, to where I'm kind of curious about going on. But I can wait.
Lastly, I'm going to shout out Evil Toons, which is a demon movie about cartoons from outer space that are rapey and murdery. It kind of reminded me of Night of the Demons, but
interesting.
With some cartoons in it. And I want to shout out this first time watch. I saw The Fraternity Demon, which is a rock and roll opus horror movie about a demon that gets born. Did you watch this?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch this one.
She gets born and she's just horny and she just bangs dudes and sings in rock bands, and everybody falls under her spell and gets fucked to death. It's on Tubi.
Yeah.
Check it out. Blew my mind. Mandatory movies that should have maybe counted that didn't. Twin Peaks Firewalk with Me. I wouldn't mind doing a Twin Peaks episode sometimes, so I just really didn't want to watch it, and it's in the middle of the series. Reservoir Dogs came out in 1992 and they cut off an ear.
Yes, they did.
Bad Lieutenant is an action drama gross out exploitation film.
Drama, crime. Yeah, I just watched that recently too.
El Mariachi is a Robert Rodriguez film. It's quite violent, but not a horror film.
Yep.
Poison Ivy is all sex and drama, but Batman Returns has got some spooky imagery in it. That came out in 1992. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle is a thriller that you'll never forget. Mice and Men has one of the best execution scenes in film history.
Did you think Raising Cain was a thriller or a horror?
Bought it on VHS, and actually it was one of the 2 movies I didn't watch.
Oh, really? Okay. I think it's more of a thriller than it is a horror. Yeah.
Crying Game. Watch a guy cry for an hour over
penis.
sucking a dick.
Over sucking a dick.
I discluded Basket Case 3 and Manic Cop 3 because I would like to almost do series ranks on both of them.
Sure.
Munchies, not a horror movie. It's a kid's movie. Movies I could not find. Midori. I wish I could find this movie. This is banned in America. It is an anime about a girl that gets sexually abused and then is raised and forced to eat dogs and cats. Supposed to be crazy.
Whoa, interesting.
Midori. You can get it at Sloppy Seconds. $11, but I didn't think I'd get it in time, so I didn't do it.
They do take a little bit for those movies to come to.
Yeah. So that's 1992 in a nutshell. I got some awards. Let's do them. '92 horror movies. A lot of them. First category, art. Was it Auntie Lee's Meat Pies, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, Braindead, a.k.a. Dead Alive, Bram Stoker, Dracula.
Bram Stoker.
Or Army of Darkness.
Oh, Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. I got 3 posters in my house. I got it on every... It's just so cool. Yes. Army of Darkness. Best music. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Fraternity Demon, Tetsuo 2 the Body Hammer, Dracula, or Candyman.
Candyman.
Philip Glass as one of the best horror scores. It's elegant, gothic, and beautiful. I actually bought it, own it, love it.
Yep.
Best effects 1992. Was it Pet Sematary II, Death Becomes of Her, Candyman, Leprechaun, Hellraiser 3, Army of Darkness, or Braindead?
Ooh.
Braindead.
Yeah.
Army of Darkness was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Braindead.
But it's Braindead.
Yeah.
A goriest movie of all time? Come on.
Yeah.
Best camera work, was it Alien 3, Tetsuo 2, Death Becomes of Her, Braindead, Dracula, Army of Darkness, or Candyman?
Ooh, this is tough because there's some like really good stuff. So
you were thinking Army of Darkness had some of the great effects. It wasn't the effects that were really that great. It was the fucking camera work.
Sure. Okay.
So I'm saying Army of Darkness. But you were going to say what, Dracula?
Man, that is shot very well. It's hard because there's some like really creative stuff in Dead Alive and Army of Darkness, but then there's some really fucking polished stuff in Candyman and Dracula. Yeah.
I'm saying Army of Darkness.
All right. Well, then I'm going to give one to the normie then. I'm going to go Dracula.
Okay.
Yeah.
It did look beautiful.
Yeah.
Director, was it Sam Raimi for Army of Darkness, Francis Ford Coppola for Dracula, Peter Jackson for Braindead, Mick Garris for Sleepwalkers, John Landis for Innocent Blood, Del Toro, why can't I say his first name? Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo
del Toro. And Kronos. David Fincher for Alien 3, or Lamberto Bava for Body Puzzle.
Oh, wow. Francis Ford Coppola, right?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Best story, was it Candyman, Army of Darkness, Dracula, Death Becomes of Her, Sleepwalkers, or Lawnmower Man? I say Dracula. I say Dracula because although it was an adaptation from a really old story, they told it to perfection, and it is one of the greatest stories of all.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'd like that.
Best good guy, was it Ashley Williams in Army of Darkness, Van Helsing in Dracula, Lionel in Braindead, Joey Summerskill in Hellraiser 3, Ozzy and Leprechaun, Dr. Ernest Menville in Death Becomes of Her, Chief Cole, Pat Morita in Auntie Lee's Meat Pies, Buffy from The Vampire Slayer, Ripley in Alien 3, Dr. Mordred from Dr. Mordred, played by Jeffrey Combs. Can't fuck with good guys. If you're talking about good guys, you're talking about heroes, you're talking about Ashley Williams, you're talking about Army Darkness.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. There's no question,
But
right?
No, there is a question.
Van Helsing would be the closest.
Helsing
Yeah. Yeah.
Is maybe the second coolest of all time, and they're both in 1992.
Yes.
Fucking A. Fucking A. Best bad guy. Was it Candyman? Was it Evil Ash? Was it Dracula? Was it Mum from Braindead? Was it Pinhead and his Cenobites? Was it Leprechaun? Was it Sheriff? Gus Gilbert in Pet Sematary? Or Lothos in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Ooh.
Leprechaun.
Oh, no.
He was evil. He was ugly. He was bad. Who then? Candyman?
Yeah. Really?
Even
Evil Ash would be
he
better than him.
borders as a good guy. He did bad things.
What about Evil Ash?
He was a nominee, but he wasn't that good. You can't give
Leprechaun?
You can't
All right.
give hero to Ash.
You're
and
just
then
upset because you want it to be
Leprechaun. Because it is Leprechaun. He's the best. Best male actor was it Tony Todd, Bruce Campbell, Gary Oldman, Warwick Davis, Timothy Balm from Dead Alive, Bruce Willis in Death Becomes of Her, Bill Paxton from The Vagrant, Doug Bradley in Hellraiser, Edward Furlong in Pet Sematary II, Luke Perry in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Jeff Fahey in Lawnmower Man, Jeffrey Combs as Dr. Mordred, or Ron Perlman in Kronos.
I'm going to give it to Bill Paxton in The Vagrant. He goes for a crazy, crazy, crazy role.
I'm giving it to Gary Oldman.
Yeah. I felt like that was the obvious choice, though, right? Even though it is the obvious choice. Because he fucking deserves it. Yeah. So it's
Bill Paxton was cool, too. Best female actor, was it Helen, the chick that played Helen, whoever she is? Winona Ryder.
Virginia Madsen.
Yep.
Yep.
Winona Ryder, Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Christy Swanson, Sigourney Weaver, or Drew Barrymore. No Place to Hide.
Damn. I forgot about Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3, even though we didn't count it. So I'm still going to throw that movie out. Still throwing that movie out. So it's got to be
Meryl Streep.
So that was another one that I was thinking about. But Virginia Madsen really fucking knocks it out of the park with Candyman.
Okay. She does. She got hypnotized for that. But I'm giving it Meryl Streep. You giving it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Best small part in a movie from 1992 was it Tom Waits as Renfield in Dracula, Pat Morita, who is Mr. Miyagi in Auntie Lee's Meat Pies, was it Bridget Fonda as Julie 3 in Army of Darkness, Colin Camp in Vagrant as the realtor that fucks you, Paul Rubens in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or Michael Berryman in Auntie Lee's Meat Pies.
Why isn't Warwick Davis in this category?
Because he was a main character. He wasn't a side character.
Small part. I don't know. Okay.
Nice. You're a monster.
I don't like Leprechaun. You're
Paul
a pedophile.
Rubens for me in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That is a great role. Yes.
Most savage scene from a 1992 movie when the dog got his head cut off in Candyman. Dracula raping people. Man bites dog.
He seduces
raping
them.
people. Gutting people.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower part in Braindead. Ripping a coin out of somebody's belly in Leprechaun, or making cannibal meat pies. It's Man Bites Dog.
That's the most savage.
The savage.
Yes. Yep. That is a very tough to watch scene. Yes.
All right. But best kill. Was it Ted Ramey's girlfriend getting killed in Candyman? Was it the Lawnmower Massacre in Braindead? Was it J.P. Monroe getting killed in Hellraiser 3? Was it the pogo stick kill in Leprechaun? Was it getting shoved down the stairs and Death Becomes of Her? Was it the mom's death in Pet Sematary when she melted away after being a zombie? Was it the garbage disposal in Mr. Miyagi? Oh my God, there's even more, but it's the Lawnmower Massacre.
The Lawnmower Massacre. Yep. That's so iconic.
All right. Jacoby Maytot Cosplay Award. Would you like to see him dressed up as Candyman, Evil Ash, Red Armor Dracula, CD Cenobite, or Leprechaun?
Not the main character from Dead Alive. Because don't you think he could pull that off with his little slick back hair, maybe? And I could see him doing that. And a sweater.
I think he could be a great Warwick
Sweater vest.
Davis as Leprechaun.
Yeah.
And I want to dress up as the Red Armored Dracula. Though.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool to see.
costume.
I don't want to see him do Candyman. That seems problematic for some reason. Not for some reason.
We've been waiting for a white Candyman. It's about time. Do you have the same one? Shell case, Army of Darkness, director's cut.
I do.
Tape. I thought you did.
I do.
Sticker, mint condition, zero mold.
Beautiful.
Retails for about $49.95.
Shop smart. Shop S smart.
Is that your best 1992 tape too, or do you got a better one?
I'm looking at no, I don't think I have any of the. That's a shame, but no, it's Army of Darkness.
It's goddamn low down dirty shame. So that's it. That's our awards. We are going to come back in 2 weeks with a tribute to Dee Wallace and Joe Dante, whom we will meet at Crypticon on the 12th. We are so excited. We are going to do a Howling ranking. There's 8 films.
Probably werewolf fans
won't know. We're going to do some other werewolf stuff. And this is going to be a tribute to Joe Dante and werewolf movies all around the world. So look forward to that. Coming up in movies, we have The Conjuring Last
Rites.
Do you think it's one of those movies where they're going to say it's the last movie and it's not the last movie?
I bet you they kill off the lady.
Oh, not the guy.
Not the guy. I think they kill off the lady.
Got to kill off the lady.
Hopefully.
We killed off the lady. And The Long Walk will also be coming out on
Very excited for that. I've just heard some initial buzz from people that have seen it, and it's getting good praise.
This is Walk or Die.
Yeah, that's a pretty good impression of him.
This is Walk
Can you
or
believe
Die.
that was the same kid?
Guy from Romulus?
Yeah.
Absolutely. They got the next Karate Kid in there, too.
Oh, cool. And
it's
then,
going to be a good movie. I don't know if it's going to be that horror, though.
And also The Toxic Avenger.
Well, we talked about that in the last episode.
I know, but they'll be getting a
coming out
review
after.
on the
This
next
will be
episode
coming
as
out,
well,
yeah.
too. So, yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, why do I always do the dumbest shit at the end?
That is up there with among the worst.
I wants me gone chili.
Okay, now we're done. you lost it at bada bing, bada
Where's
boom.
me go? Well, the war is happening now. Take your futuristic weapons and help us fight the dead.
You know what that voice reminds me of?
What?
When Fibes got raped out in the woods.
Right. Okay.
I don't want anyone to know.
I don't want to. And then I only got so many voices, bro.
I know.